Howdy-ho, good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. It's Tony Kurre checking in here on Facebook Live as we do every single day, right here on Tony Kurre Radio. Of course, you can download the Tony Kurre Radio app. It's fantastic. It plays classic rock 24 hours a day. Today is a Tuesday, which means an Adapt or Perish Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we do a wonderful show at noon and 8 with Alex Hubline and Dr. Josh Claypo. Dr. Alex and Dr. Josh have great chemistry. It's a great show. It airs at noon and 8. Every Tuesday right here on Tony Kurre Radio. And on top of that, you can go to Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast, and search Tony Kurre Radio, that's Kurre with a K, and you can listen to Austin Hanks Blues Almighty with Billy Gibbons, Clem Webster, good morning to you. You can watch the Damon Johnson Show, the Classic Hip Hop Show, the Mission Minded Show, the When in Rome Show with Stuart Rome of the Woodhouse Day Spas. You can listen to Live Wire Wednesday, brought to you by Southern Precision Staffing, 205-682-2828. We got Dark Side of the Pooch. We got 10 different shows, Tony Kurre Live, all of our podcasts, the Kurre and Claypo Show, it's all on there. Check out Spotify wherever you listen to your podcast, and you can stay on there for like a month and not hear the same thing twice. It's fantastic. A couple things I want to talk about real quick here today. We have a big fundraiser. It's not really a fundraiser. It's really remembering the life of Fred Foster. Two wonderful friends of mine, Ed and Fred. If you've been to any concert, you've seen Ed and Fred there. They're master guitar strap makers. They're wonderful guys. Fred lost his life to cancer a couple months ago, and we're going to have a great celebration of his life coming up here at Work Play on April 21st. Eric Waters is going to be playing. Cashback will be playing. It's live shows. Starts at 6 o'clock. Doors open at 4:30. The bar is going to be open. No cover. Just come down. Remember the life of Fred Foster. Ed would love you for it. We hope we have 1,000 people show up. It's going to be a great night of drinks, entertainment, remembering the life of Fred Foster a little bit later on, April 21st. That's next Thursday, I believe, at Workplay. And thanks to Tommy Williams for allowing us to have this big shindig down there. And I know Ed knows everybody. And we may have some special guests show up too, so we'll see what happens. But live entertainment with Cashback, Eric Waters, and again, it's absolutely free to show up down at Workplay coming up here on April 21st. So come down and check us out. Birthdays today. David Letterman turns 75. I miss David Letterman. Brooklyn Decker turns 35. Vince Gill with the Eagles. Fantastic. They've asked Vince several times if he would be willing to play some of his own solo stuff at the Eagles concerts, and he's like, no, and I wish he would because his music's great. From the days he was in Pure Prairie League to all of his solo stuff, he's fantastic. And of course, he's also married to Amy Grant. Jesse James Decker, she turns 34 today. She was on the CMTs last night, along with Billy F. Gibbons, did a great job. And Pat Travers, boom, boom, out go the lights. He turns 68 today. I want to bring something up real quick. I was at this thing called All Pros Dad Breakfast this morning with my daughter. It's something that Tony Dungy put together. I think there's 300 different chapter schools around the country that invite the fathers. Brandon Austin Morris, good morning to you, brother. They invite their fathers to come in and have a short little half an hour breakfast with their daughters. And then they give you a word. Last month it was respect. Today it was patience. And you talk about that word with your daughter, and there's all these fathers. It's great. And the dads do a fantastic job. Had over 300 guys and their daughters there this morning. And speaking of birthdays, my daughter, Lila Jane Curry, turns 10 today. She's our last single-digit kid is done, so everyone's in double digits now. And, of course, the 10th birthday is a big one, and I'm looking forward to celebrating her birthday with her today. It's interesting because I had two boys, and then my daughter came along about 6, 7, 8 years after we adopted our second son, and she was truly a miracle baby. We didn't think we could have a child, and my ex, God love her, did a fantastic job taking care of her, and we had a wonderful baby girl. Now she's 10. And my daughter is one of the most compassionate, loving, engaging, humble, caring girls that I've ever met. And I'm so happy that God gave me a daughter. All my friends are like, you need to have a daughter in your life because paybacks are hell for all the things they think I did with women growing up. And to a point, they were right. There's this saying that once you realize you can't figure out women, you figured them out. Guys have been trying to do it for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We can't figure women out. We don't know what makes them tick. We don't know why they do what they do. We don't know why they act the way they do. We don't know when they're angry with us. They don't know when they're happy with us. We just can't figure women out. It's part of the fun, right? But I come to figure out by having a daughter who's now 10 years old and knowing her heart and knowing where she's coming from, I think that I think guys are the problem. I think we're the reason we can't figure women out. And I'll tell you why. And this came to me last night. I was laying in bed and I was just thinking, my head was spinning, and I was thinking about my daughter's birthday. I think girls, for the most part, and I always talk in generalities here, there's outliers in everything, right? But in general, I think girls are much more engaging. They're much more compassionate. They're much more giving. They're more nurturing. They're more than everything than boys are. And that's why, we always talk about, man, if you have to raise a boy or a girl, girls are so much more difficult for guys. They're changing their minds all the time. They're always thinking. They're asking questions we thought we'd never ask. Guys are just like, oh, they just kind of go through. They're playing with mud pies and ride their bicycles. They're easy. But raising a girl, man, I mean, it'll make you think. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm so happy that I have a daughter because it's really made me see things from the other side. And I think because girls are so compassionate, so giving and loving, and again, I'm talking in generalities here, I think that as they get later in life, when they bring a guy into their life or they meet a guy and they get hurt, or they're trying to figure things out with the guy because guys are so goofy and dumb for the most part, and we admit to that. We just are. We're fixers. We just like to fix things, move on. We're always just trying to do things and move on to the next thing. Where girls want to break things down. Girls think too much. Guys don't think enough, right? And I think because of that, girls are the way they are when they get older. That's why I think you see a lot of women that are tied to guys who, quite frankly, are bad boys. I think initially they like the bad boy thing. I think they think it's super, super enticing and exciting. And then they realize that they're much better than that. They don't want to be with a jerk off that just treats them like crap. I think that's why a lot of women find themselves in abusive relationships for a long period of time and just can't seem to stop. It's because when women meet guys, when girls are finally ready to start dating, they're so compassionate, so giving. I've met so many wonderful women that would just do anything just to be with the right guy, to be in love with the right guy, and the guy just screws it up because we're the chasers, right? I mean, we're always looking, we're always chasing them. Once we catch it, we don't know what to do with it. And so just in a very, very light sense, I think I've tried to figure out why women are the way they are. But happy birthday to my baby girl. I am so blessed to have a girl in my life. And fathers out there right now, and all the fathers that were there today at Oak Mountain Intermediate School will say the same thing. Man, it's head scratching. It's like, why in the world did she just do that? Why does she keep changing her mind? Why does she act the way she does? And just embrace it and love it and just take it, man. It's such a beautiful thing. I am so blessed to have Lila Jane in my life. And happy birthday to you, baby girl. She turns 10 today. She's helping me try to understand what women are all about. And she's doing that. It's amazing because I'm learning from a 10-year-old and not from a 37-year-old. It's pretty incredible. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll be back again tomorrow. Don't forget on Thursday, Dr. Josh Claypool will join me here in the studio. We'll be on live on Facebook Live for about an hour and a half. We got all kinds of things to talk about. We'll also be on Fox 6 on Thursday morning right around 9:30. Great shows throughout the entire week. Make sure you download the Tony Kurre Radio app. Tony Kurre Radio. It's Kurre with a K. Watch the Tony Kurre Radio app. It's fantastic. Classic rock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And go to Spotify and listen to all of our wonderful podcasts. We have over 100 of those bad boys, and that goes on every single day. Every single week we're adding another 5 to 10 episodes of all the great shows we do on Spotify. Just search Tony Kurre Radio or Tony Kurre Live, and you can hear all of our podcasts. It's fantastic on Spotify. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, coming up here April 21st, we'll see you down at Workplay for the Fred Foster celebration of his life coming up, and I will certainly be there. Looking forward to that as well. Thank you. Have a great day and a blessed day.